From an undisclosed bunker deep in the earth, bringing you the best in horror, paranormal, and conspiracy. We welcome you to this week's Zombie Fight Club broadcast with your host, Eddie Rotten.
They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable. 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 Controllable.
Woo!
Hey!
What up? Live TV up in his house. What do y'all think about that awesome killer intro?
Oh my god, dude! It's
I
just
want
controllable.
I want to
Controllable.
thank Jay Kennedy is the voice behind that. He's the one who broadcast that huge voice for Zombie Life podcast and Zombie Life TV. So thank you so much, Jay Kennedy. I'm having a hard time not looking at the TV. Gavin Stone, I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to look at the Sony in front of the camera.
Just
so
look at Sony, man. Just
I'm
look at Sony.
gonna do that
You
from
can do
now
it.
on. We got my main man, Red Rum in the house, and the beautiful, ever so beautiful Paul
I think he gets
Fiero.
younger every day. I don't know.
every
like
day.
bathes in the blood of virgins
What I
or
did
something.
notice though is when you shave your head, you shed years, and so you start to become younger. When's the last time you've been without a beard?
Year and a half, 2 years ago.
And what happened? How did your wife take that? Did she like the beard?
I don't know. She was my ex at that point.
Oh, well then.
We'll just turn
Just,
move
yeah,
on.
okay.
However,
Hey, tonight we're talking to Kino McFarland. Kino McFarland is somebody that I found on Facebook, and then I found her on Twitter, and then I found that she's with Crypt TV.
you were
and so
stalking her.
You were
I,
talking.
I was kind of stalking her, not full blown stalking her, but it's more of a troll.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
not the real
I mean,
troll.
that makes it a lot better.
The kind of trolls
Yeah.
with the pink hair on top.
Oh,
it was a
yeah,
cute
yeah.
troll, Kino. I wasn't trying to totally troll you. But we have our Crypt TV tabletop right here. It's kind of hard to see, but we wanted to hang it in front of the TV of the table here, but you know, Gavin's got me. I got this damn thing in front, you know. But
It's called a camera.
yeah. Anyway, we got Kino McFarland on Zombie Life TV tonight, and I'm ever so grateful because she's an absolute wonder, and she's so multi-talented. I've been posting stuff on Facebook and on Twitter and Instagram and all this other stuff out there. Everything that's out there, I've been posting
It's
it.
really rad. I mean, it's got a lot of stuff going on.
I want to know some certain things I want to ask her. Well, how she's able to do that kind of stuff and I'm not. Like, how come she can step on glass on a sideshow? I don't know if it's a circus sideshow, but I'll ask her. And how she can write and produce and step on glass and escape from a straight jacket all at the same time. Well, maybe not. At the
While
same
drinking
time.
a cappuccino
Yeah.
I'd like to see it all.
and
at the
driving
same
a
time.
Prius.
But I wanted to talk about our weeks. My week has been crazy. I moved from a house into an apartment, and I got to tell you, man, we moved from a big 3-bedroom house, 2-car garage, big, huge front and backyard, and it was awesome, into a little teeny small 1-bedroom apartment with a loft, no yard whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
We gained a swimming pool. We gained a workout room, and we gained, free cable. And we gained, all kinds of really cool amenities. But I love it, man, because it's so small. There's nothing to clean up, man.
And there you go.
You know?
10
Now
minutes and you're done.
I got all my horror stuff in a corner. My wife is like, what the F, Ed? Handle your business.
Handle your business, Ed.
How big is your horror corner?
It basically covers every single wall, man.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm staying in a room right now, dude. With a roommate and stuff
Yeah.
like that, so it covers every
Yeah.
wall.
And beer. Tell me about the beer.
Oh man, the Zombie Life beer,
Yeah.
dude.
Shh. We've got a Zombie Life beer coming, and since we don't have an alcohol license, we have to do it like donations or something like that.
drink it.
Well, just drink it, yeah. So give us a call, zmbopodcast@gmail.com, and
Come hang out.
yeah, come hang out. What about you, man? What do you got going on this week?
Getting everything ready for the Texas Terror Challenge.
Okay.
Our new website went live this week.
Nice.
Ticket sales are up, and we're just starting to get marketing materials out, start promoting it.
So those that don't know, shame. What the hell? But
Really?
tell me more about Texas Terror Challenge real quick. What's happening?
It's a 39-hour extreme haunted terror camp out. Basically, show up, monsters chase you for the whole weekend. You run missions, you try and avoid the monsters, and we take great pleasure in coating you with blood and slime and everything else.
Hardcore.
Three days.
Hardcore.
Starts Friday night and runs through Sunday morning.
The thing that I like most about it, and we talked about it on last week's show, is it's taken after my story. This is a jacked up copy that Amazon tried to send me and BS their way through.
Amazon.
They jacked up my cover, man. It's supposed to have a front and back, but they gave me these covers. But if you guys want to pick up one of these misprints, just email zmblpodcast@gmail.com or go to the website. There's a link. It's zombielifepodcast.com, and I'll hook you up with one of these books, and I'll sign it, and like we'll say cool stuff on it. So
He's your best friend forever.
best friend forever. I'm just your best friend forever.
He'll keep part of the book on a necklace.
Yeah, totally. But let's get into the show, man. I want to welcome Kino McFarland to the show. I hope that I'm saying her name right because I botch people's names left and right. It's a big problem of mine. So Kino McFarland, welcome to the show.
Ow!
It's good to have you.
Yes!
How are you, Lady Kino?
Good.
Okay, tell me about yourself. How did you get into the world of stepping on glass and sideshows, and was it a circus that you went to when you were young? I mean, how did you fall into it?
Well, I started as like a performer at the Renaissance Festival, and then I met someone there who was running the sideshow. And a little bit later, as I graduated from college, they were like, "We need someone to do this gig for like Halloween. It's a month long. We were looking for a girl," and I was like, like, "We'll teach you everything." So I'm like, okay. I went to his backyard, he taught me in like half an hour, and I was ready to go.
Wait.
Wait, what? Half an hour?
Half an hour to walk
Give or
on.
take, you know,
How do you learn how to walk on glass in half an hour?
very carefully.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Did they put like wax on your feet to make it look like you're really walking on glass, or are you literally walking on glass?
Walk on real glass, broken up beer bottles and stuff.
I'm sorry, that's hot.
Yeah, that's
That's
hot.
hot.
How do you come home to your husband and say, "Hey, I picked up this new gig. It's pretty cool. Will you grab me a Band-Aid?"
And box them.
Yeah.
He's doctored several injuries in my teeth. So.
Really? What's the craziest thing at either the Renaissance Festival or now that you're doing sideshow stuff? What's the wildest thing that you've been asked to do?
Was the glass not enough?
I don't really know if there's really an answer to that.
Well, I mean, getting out of the straitjackets is just, I mean, that's huge. I mean, that's not something you see every day, especially from somebody that, so young and everything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, don't tell me you learned that in 30 minutes. Dang it.
We saw a 20-second video where you have a straitjacket on, and I don't know if Gavin has it queued up. If not, then we'll put it on the podcast. We'll put it on the website. But we saw a 20-second video of you struggling to get out of a straitjacket. And surely you didn't learn that in half an hour. I mean, does it take a while to perfect the art of getting out of a straitjacket?
Well, I have been doing it for a long time. Like, I started in 2007, I think. So, and that's when I learned. And then now I'm like an even better escape artist now. So.
Wow.
That is so cool.
Are you planning on pursuing it like Daredevil type stuff to where you're going to be submerged in water, or you have to crawl out of a tomb underground or something?
I thought you meant like superhero.
That'd be cool.
Watch me walk on glass.
Watch, I can fly off this building top.
I really love to do more extreme escapes, yeah.
Yeah. How does your family feel about you doing extreme escapes?
My parents don't like it.
Oh, really?
They don't know till afterwards.
Yeah. Guess what I did this weekend, Mom?
Always easier to ask for forgiveness.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your blogs and about your website and everything else that you have going on. You're actually pretty busy with wild stuff, Do you like the attention that you're getting from this kind of darker side of life, or is it something that you tripped into and because of the fan base, you just keep doing it?
It's probably a little bit of everything. Like I really like the horror community. The horror community is very welcoming. They accept pretty much everybody, and I've always struggled with like feeling like I belong somewhere. But then in like horror and sideshow and all of that stuff, I'm just like I can be myself, and I don't have to worry about anything. So I'm like, and that's the kind of stuff that I like anyway. So I might as well just cater to the audience that I am among.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Exactly how we feel.
So are you kind of shy in public, but whenever you get on stage, you turn it on and you become the great Kino McFarland?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, I mean, you're doing the 52 short stories, which is really rad. Watched a couple of them. I mean, but what's your big plan? Like, what do you really want to do? Like, what's the big thing that Kino is shooting for?
I want to shoot a feature soon. But my 52 shorts are just kind of a thing to keep my brain going. So like,
Gotcha.
so I'm always thinking creatively, like how can I do something quickly? Because I like to do things very fast. I don't like to waste a lot of time on film sets. I like to just get stuff done.
Cool.
So when you're shooting these shorts, are these stories that you've figured out ahead of time, or are these things that you just off the top of your head come up with and shoot?
A little bit of both. Some of them are things that I wrote like the week beforehand and started putting together beforehand, or it's poetry from like years ago or something like that. But then the other stuff I'll be like, oh, I need to get a film out now, and I'll just come up with it in like that day or whatever and put it out.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Every single day. That's a huge commitment. How many people do you have involved in doing that? Like the Declawed film that we saw, people can go to your YouTube channel. I think it's Kino McFarland, if I'm not mistaken, on YouTube. But Declawed is on there, and that was a phenomenal short.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the film is great. The story is great, and it's very short and very blunt and gory too. How long did it take to shoot such a short film like that?
That particular one we did back last August, I think. It's supposed to be part of a longer thing called the Averted Anthology. But that one we shot maybe in 8 hours originally, and then we did a pickup shoot to do some more effects stuff for later, and that took maybe an extra 2 or 3 hours.
Right. Wow.
Was it just me, or in Declawed was like most of the stuff in the bedroom covered in plastic?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
See, that kind of threw me. I was like, wait a minute, what's about to go down
Right.
here?
See, I missed that the first time.
Yeah.
You picked up on it. It was very good.
I've seen mobster movies that kind of have that.
Exactly, man. So if that's part of a bigger picture, does it go into why that room is covered in plastic?
No, actually. The Averted Anthology is more of it's an anthology of short films that are more like the same kind of thing, about like where it's a really gruesome horror film that deals with animal welfare kind of.
Okay.
And it's just like in a I'm terrible with words today. But it's just
It's okay. It's only national TV. You don't have to be prepared at all.
Tentacles?
Kid and tentacles.
National TV.
Yeah, national TV, man. It's worldwide. It's
Oh,
not
sorry,
even
PJ,
national.
we didn't tell you?
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
great.
My bad.
Yeah. So what happens when you're making these films and you're doing these little cons here and there, you're doing some sideshow stuff, and Crypt TV comes up and says, hey, we want you to be part of our world. How did you get into that?
I saw someone else that I knew was a part of it, and so I was like, I want to check this out. And then I signed up and got into the Crypt family. And I haven't made anything for Crypt TV yet, but that is going to happen eventually.
Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty cool. It's hard to see on this side, but you have a mohawk, long sideburns, and I think
Sweet!
I know, right?
Hey.
So the TV doesn't on our end. I don't know about online or live TV, but what color is your hair?
Naturally or right now?
I mean, yeah.
You're getting in deep
Yeah,
water there,
yeah,
buddy.
Deep water. Right now, what color
Right
is your?
now it's red, but my roots are grown out like quite a bit, so it's like red and black.
Okay.
Red.
Well, the reason why I ask is I want to know how much time do you dedicate out of your life to be part of of this world, or to become the character Kino, how much time do you dedicate in your life away from your home life, away from school or whatever else you do, work? How much time do you dedicate to horror and to being this character?
It's 24/7.
That's who you are.
It's just me.
Yeah, because I've only seen one picture with you with long hair, and it was like as a child because I was trolling your Facebook. Sorry about that. Yeah,
Stalking.
sorry about that.
Stalking.
But yeah, I've only seen one picture where you have really long hair, and the mohawk is really cool, man. It fits you really well.
Thank you.
Yeah. So sideshows, a little bit more about that. Do you
Yeah.
have a sword behind you that you're gonna swallow, or have you thought about doing that?
I was trying to think of something that I could do for you, but I don't have anything. I do have my straitjacket, but I injured my elbow somehow recently,
Ow.
and my whole arm hurts.
How did you injure your arm?
I have no idea.
Cage fighting.
Yeah, cage fighting.
D-Claude.
You know what, Kino? I can't thank you enough for coming on the show. We want to ask you a couple questions real quick. This is our hot seat questions. And people can go find you online and find out more about you. But on a personal level, we want to ask you, these are fan-based questions. We want to know what you truly believe in. Are you ready for some hot seat questions?
Sure.
Okay. Do you want to ask the first one?
Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
bust out.
What do you think about like paranormal and ghosts? I mean, do you think there's demons and ghosts and poltergeists and all that stuff walking the earth?
Yeah, I do.
Sweet.
You got a story to share? It looks like you have a story to share.
I've got so many.
Oh! You have to bust out and tell us the ghost story.
Oh, which one?
One
okay,
that you've
hold on.
never told before that you're afraid to talk about.
It's gonna break
I'm-
the TV.
I'm not afraid to talk about it.
Damn. I was trying, man.
Recently, this was actually on another podcast that they read my little email to them, but my husband was just like on his phone reading stuff, and then he's just like, I got a call, and I'm on the computer, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And then he like looks at it, and it's like a series of numbers that have like nothing to do with anything, and it leaves a voicemail, and the voicemail says,
Ooh. It says the word Eddie.
yeah, that's all it says, and then it just
Wow.
goes, and then we looked up the phone number, and it doesn't exist anywhere.
Are you sure it wasn't my phone number? Because I
It
was
could
trolling
be,
pretty hard.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's probably somebody screwing with us.
Oh, man. That is hardcore. Okay, well, what about aliens? Do you believe in aliens?
I think they have to be out there, but I don't know much. They could be anything, like snails or something.
Oh, that's deep.
Okay, that is.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a totally different take on everybody.
know.
Yeah.
Do you have a hot
They
seat
will never
question?
catch you.
What do you want to see if she believes in?
Actually, since it's a topic near and dear to my heart at this point in time, zombies. Do you think the world's ever going to end in a zombie apocalypse?
I think we are being prepared for zombies.
Yes.
Wow.
How do you think it'll happen if it does happen?
It's gonna be like toxic waste or something.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Indeed.
Fukushima, damn it.
Fukushima and Trump.
Yeah. Fukushima. Trumpashina.
Trumpashima.
Well, Kino, I can't thank you enough for coming on Zombie Life TV.
You rock.
We're going to keep up with you. Hope you don't get annoyed by us trolling everything that you do, but we're going to try to promote you as much as we possibly can and what you're doing for Crypt TV and the whole arena of horror and sideshow work that kind of takes a lot of dedication. So we really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kino.
Thank you so much.
We'll talk to you soon, Kino.
Alright,
Bye.
Kill them all.
bye.
Awesome, man. It was good. It was good to have her on, man.
She was really cool.
I don't think that I have. What's the right word? The nuts? Can I say nuts?
Cojones.
I don't think I have the cojones to walk on glass.
Yeah.
I would like to have some suspended people in here swinging around, and maybe we could pierce their body on live national TV and
Oh,
show
okay,
that.
yeah.
Maybe
So
have
you're
like
into
a.
hurting people, but just not being hurt.
Well, yeah, I don't want to get hurt. I want to see.
There is a term for that.
What is that?
It's a sadist.
Yes.
Oh.
about a thesaurus here real quick.
Yeah, we'll keep that in the wraps. But there is a whole lot of stuff going on, though. You know, other than me seeing people swing inside the studio, I wanted to get back into what you're doing and how we can promote and push that a little bit more. Because you're a staple in the show now, and things are starting to happen. So there was a big opening for some friends of ours, Night Watch, in San Antonio this last weekend.
So, yeah, Night Watch Games is a new store down in San Antonio. They sell role-playing games, card games, board games, everything like that. They had their grand opening this past weekend. It went spectacularly.
Nice.
And the added bonus for us on that is that the more customers they have, they get to hire staff, and we'll actually have hopefully both of them out on the field when the Terror Challenge rolls around.
Very nice. So there was a good turnout for the Night Watch Games thing?
Oh, yeah. The store was full most of the day we were there.
Awesome.
They opened at noon. We left about 6:30, and there were as many people in the store when we left as there were at 1 o'clock.
Wow, man.
Fantastic,
Food,
man.
they have food and beer?
Yep, they
Well, see,
catered
that's-
in some food, no beer, but they
We
Yeah,
got to make that different.
We got like the Oasis Brewing Company,
Yeah.
man. Get them in a part of it.
Oh,
dude.
that's true.
Man.
Oh, yeah, Oasis.
God, they're killing it out there.
You saw Oasis at, where were they at?
They're actually out. The Oasis Brewing Company. They're out at the old where the Oasis was, and there's a big compound out there now. But they got an awesome staff. The brewmasters, Spencer and Drew. I mean, they're coming up with some amazing stuff, man. And now you can find them in the stores everywhere.
Now, you're like a beer guy, though.
I like me beer.
You're like a beer guy, and when I first met up with you again after childhood, you gave me like this awesome Stein thing, and then you had me try out all these different kind of beers and everything.
Try one.
And you taught me how to hold my glass just perfectly to get the beer to go in. It was great, man. How do you rate Oasis beer with my favorite, one of my favorites, which is Shiner, and I do like Shiner.
And nothing against Shiner or anything like that, but I mean, if I'm rating Oasis beer against Shiner, I would say like, scale of 1 to 10, 10 to 3.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Dude.
Is it something that you eat? You eat food with this? Is it a super
of course.
heavy?
I mean, not all of them are super heavy. I mean, they have, my favorite is actually like one of a kind, kind of the Lake Monster. Spencer came up when he first started brewing there, and it is a thick, heavy beer, but it's gorgeous, man.
Really?
It's beautiful. But all the beers go well with food, and I mean, it's just, they're really kind of pushing the envelope and coming up with some really rad stuff,
Really?
man.
We need to get them to push what you're making.
Oh.
Because you're making...
Austin Crothers is making...
Austin, okay. Well, so we know this guy named Austin Crothers. And
He's awesome.
And it's your roommate.
Yep.
And they made this beer, and I'm telling you.
I just get to stand there and watch and taste it, man.
Which is
fine.
That stuff is on fire. We need to have a Zombie Life TV or just a Zombie Life logo on there, or like a Zombie Fight Club logo on there. It'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool, man.
If you guys have an idea of what we should use as a logo, as a design for the beer that we're developing for this show.
Yeah, let us know.
Email the show, zmblpodcast@gmail.com, or go to the website, zombielifepodcast.com. Find us on Facebook, find us on Twitter, and send us some ideas or something, and help us form the logo that we want for it. My wife's a graphic designer. She's going to be pissed off that I'm even going outside her world. But I like to keep my marriage alive, I got to ruffle the feathers every once in a while.
Gotta keep it.
So we got Texas Terror Challenge happening.
Yep.
In October the 28th.
The 28th through the 30th.
Okay,
Nice.
and it's a different kind of challenge than the first one because
the first challenge was really geared team versus team.
right.
This time there's still teams, but it really is more about everybody helping each other survive.
Yeah.
So it's
Pretty intense.
changing the approach of the game a little bit.
The first one was just insane.
Yeah, I know. Huh?
I mean,
Pretty
totally.
wild.
Yeah, we've got at this point we've got plans to have everybody running pretty much the entire weekend. We've got a lot of actors lined up. We're going to build basically a facade of a little town.
Nice.
Some FEMA camp action.
Yeah.
Wow,
Very
man.
nice, very nice.
I can't wait. Before we go, I wanted to say next week we have a very, very special guest from Crypt TV.
Joshua
Joshua, how do you say his
Milliken.
Joshua Milliken
He's so
from
awesome, dude.
Crypt TV, and I believe that he's handling all the PR for it.
Yeah. It's I believe he's the creative director.
Okay.
Or community director. You know?
Yes, and he was at Comic Palooza.
Man, we had such an awesome time, and I mean, I got a big shout out to Josh, dude. We had a blast. It was so much fun at Comic Palooza, man. I mean, it was just incredible. I loved all the people there, the staff, obviously the horror fans.
I can't wait to have him on. That's going to happen next week, right here on Zombie Life TV. We're making history in Austin. This is the only horror-based TV show in Austin history that's long running. So very proud of this show. Please share it with your friends. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, zombielifepodcast.com, and email us at zmblpodcast at gmail.com.
Be a part of history every week.
Yeah, it's happening. So you guys, thank you for coming back. And every week we're going to be doing it live. So we love you. And as always, kill them all.